One of the most common questions we as a software development agency get from our clients is which backend as a service platform is the best to work with. Today, we will look at the two of the most popular low-code backend tools out there, Supabase and Xano, and see how they compare against each other.
Hey guys, my name is Sanjay and I'm a CEO and a co-founder of Calda. Calda is a web app and mobile app development agency, and we've done quite a lot of projects both on Supabase as well as on Xano. On Supabase, we've done more than 20 projects, which earned us a Supabase certified agency title. On the other hand, we've done more than 15 projects on Xano as well, which obviously gives us a lot of experience, and this is our take on which of the tools is a better one to develop your mobile or web app with.
Okay, so the first important thing to understand is the difference between the platforms from the perspective of what kind of projects or apps they were meant to be used for.
Xano is better for projects that need to be built quickly and you don't want to do all of the extensive backend coding. So for an example, if you're building a web or a mobile app where you need to interact with the database and don't want to build the backend from scratch, Xano is a perfect option for you. On the other hand, Xano still, in theory, offers you to build more complex custom applications, but for that you'll need some kind of third-party services and integrate them with your Xano database. Supabase's slogan is built in a weekend and scaled to millions, which to us is a perfect description of what Supabase actually is. You can build more complex, more robust and more scalable applications with Supabase, mostly due to the fact that it offers more complex features such as secure data storage, robust user authentication, and real-time updates. Overall, Supabase offers you a quick development process, while on the other hand, you can still scale your app to millions. So to sum up, Supabase is better for projects where you have to create applications that are more scalable, more complex, and have many complex features within them. On the other hand, Xano is better, especially if you don't know how to code and if you need to quickly set up the backend without having to go through the hassle of actual coding. I would still mention that we use Supabase even in smaller projects because it offers us a quick development process, even though, on the other hand, it's still very scalable.
Okay, but who is Xano more suitable for? And Supabase? What kind of development knowledge do I need to be able to work with each tool?
Even though Xano in theory does not require any actual development knowledge because it's a pure no-code tool, we still think that the learning curve is quite steep. To work with Xano, you have to have some basic understanding of some basic software development principles, such as how the APIs work and basics of data modeling. The only thing that you don't need to know is the actual code. SQL might come in handy, but is not necessary or is not a must. Supabase, on the other hand, requires actual development knowledge. For you to use Supabase, you'll need experience working with SQL, data modeling, and have an understanding of authentication concepts. You'll also need to know your way around real-time communication, WebSockets, serverless architecture, and hosting services. To be honest with you, even if you are not a backend developer, with the help of AI tools such as ChatGPT, you'll probably be able to set up the full project on Supabase. But on the other hand, it still comes in handy if you actually know how to code.
Sure, that makes sense, but how can we compare the two from the perspective of features included in the solution?
Xano's main feature over Supabase is the actual full no-code approach to development. This is very helpful for people that just started with the software development process, but in all other departments, Supabase wins in our opinion. Supabase also has some features that you can do without the actual coding, but if you want to do more complex features such as real-time communication or some of the other features that you need within more complex apps, you'll definitely need to code. Supabase has a better built-in authentication system. They can connect with custom SMTP servers to authenticate users and reset their passwords. While Xano has some similar features, you would need to use some kind of third-party services to be able to do that, which in many cases is a bit overwhelming. Supabase offers real-time database subscriptions, which Xano does not have. This lets your app instantly receive updates when data changes in the database. This enables real-time features such as notifications or live feeds. Supabase also has Xano TypeScript edge functions, while Xano does not have a similar feature. Xano has an inbuilt module to build custom functions with JavaScript, but does not support importing many of the bigger libraries, which makes the full feature not as good as one would want. So for more complex features or more complex applications overall, Supabase again wins.
I'm building an app, so obviously I need to think about the future. What if my app ever pops off and I need to scale it?
While the raw scalability of the application relies on the actual application architecture, efficient database design, and implementation of both solutions in your app, in our opinion, Supabase wins because it's better for more complex, more robust, and more scalable applications. Based on the actual usage of both backends in the apps that we've developed, we often see that Supabase performs better with more users on the app than Xano.
In the end, the backend is only one part of my app. So how does each solution integrate with other platforms such as Flutterflow or DraftBit?
Overall, both platforms integrate quite nicely with their complementary front-end solutions as they want to coexist with them. Many of them have built-in integrations, but we see more of that with Xano with other fully no-coded front-end solutions such as Browse Studio. This is obvious because they want to allow people with no actual development knowledge to build simple applications. Still, in our opinion, with platforms such as Flutterflow, which are a bit more complex to work with, Supabase has been a bit smoother with integrations so far.
Which of the two is more secure?
When it comes to security, both are definitely safe. While Xano has more security certifications, you can restrict the user's access to data much more with Supabase's row-level security. In general, the safety of the app is more reliant on the pure implementation of security measures that you as a developer do.
Let's not forget one important part of my decision about which platform to choose. What cost does each platform bring to me?
Supabase's Pro plan for $25 per month is in 95% of cases enough for you to scale the app to tens of thousands of users. This is quite literally insane. You'll also get most of the features that you'll ever need with the development of your app. For the fancier stuff, you can still pay for the Teams plan, which is $5.99 per month, but still very reasonable considering that you won't switch to the Teams plan until you've actually started to make money with your app, so once you've scaled it. Supabase charges you additionally for the file storage, but still it won't break your bank. Xano, on the other hand, is a bit pricier. For many of our clients, the launch plan, which stands at $59 per month, wasn't enough, so they had to purchase the $199 per month plan. That's almost 8 times more than Supabase's Pro plan. On the enterprise level, which is compared to Supabase's Team plan, the prices are not disclosed, but in any case, it doesn't make sense to use Xano once you've actually scaled your app in any case.
Right, so which of the two should I choose then?
Look, in the end, it's totally up to you and your needs. If you're building a quick prototype or a simple MVP and have little to no backend experience, then Xano is the tool to go with. But in our opinion, for anything else, Supabase wins. We've worked with both, and in most cases, our clients have been more satisfied with projects done on Supabase.
Well, that was helpful. Thank you, Anže, and thank you for watching. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and to follow us for more tips and tricks on mobile and web app development. Bye!